All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Rinks in Hauppauge Junior Varsity matchup in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League upcoming between the T-Birds and the Knights. Connetquot Sayville 5-11 coming into this matchup. KPC is 10-6 in the game just before Game 3 of the varsity finals here on the LI Sports Network. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Pauly Panasonic Trentini. As both of these teams saw their varsity squads fall earlier in the playoffs, but their seasons are very much still alive. T-Birds trying for a late season standings push in order to secure a playoff spot and then secure a good playoff spot on the bubble right now. In 9th place, just 5 points behind Sachem with 4 games remaining. 3 if you don't include this one in front of you. A win here against KPC would also really help out due to the fact that it will stop KPC from technically getting out of reach. Just behind the T-Birds in the standing is Northport and Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. Ward Melville 12th out of 12 teams right now. St. Anthony's JV Black and Smithtown JV Red, top of the table. Both of those squads with 31 points. Riley in past the blue line, trying to get it off to Goldstein. Almost went skate to stick. He'll spill below the end boards. Puck coming free over on the near side. Landman twirled around looking for his options, and it'll be up and out of the zone. Geekus put it in front of him. Geekus still going, driving, almost net front, tied up from behind by Giordano. Good play so far from both of these teams, and notable absence for KPC is Kevin Schwartz as DeFeo gets that rebound and sends it all the way down the rink. Kevin Schwartz leading the team in assists and points. For the T-Birds, they have their star player here in Max Goldstein, 27 goals on the season, 30 total points. He is always dangerous when he has the puck on his stick. DeFeo almost stripped at the blue line. Goldstein going over the challenge. DeFeo will loop back at center ice. Attacking off to the right side, gliding through. DeFeo a shot blocked by Giordano again. Goldstein with Nasta. He'll flip it in and go off for a change. Couple minutes gone by here. Rupert holding the zone. Spikes it off to the far corner, blasted off the boards. It will continue to carry up. Over for Coyle now. Settles things down. Barges his way in. Coyle was looking for DeFeo, hits him. DeFeo a shot, great screen in front. Doesn't go through regardless. Another opportunity in front for the T-Birds. Snuffed out by KPC. Guarnieri getting the start in net today for the Knights. John Higgins on the other side. Nasta bringing it down, trying to poke his way towards the net front. Pass goes over to the far point and another dump in. T-Birds will make second line change with 11:25 remaining in the first. Brought out by Geekus. He has room on sides. Geekus cutting to the goal line. Puck in front of him, still almost finding a centering feed. Goes back out. Quick shot. Higgins the save. Rebound for Rupert. He'll skate it up with no problems, turning it over at the red line. Coyle with it again, sliding it off to his right. Was looking for Landman. Puck will go all the way off to the boards. Coyle with his brother right next to him. Starts to streak up ice. Plenty of room with a lot of speed. Coyle still going. Sharp angle shot saved by Higgins. Rebound twisted away. Costanzo with DeFeo back. Coyle with it again. Tucks past one check. Poked from behind. Coyle kills off his speed and then is crushed into the boards. Puck taken away. T-Birds wheel. Priolo. Maisie behind him. Fanned on the shot. Breakout now for KPC. DeFeo weaving right. DeFeo around Giordano. In all alone. Save made by Higgins. Blasted out of the end. KPC need to get back on sides as we got a big collision at center ice. All those players okay, but that looked dangerous with the knee contact. DeFeo up high. Gets his own rebound. Follow-up shot. Saved by Higgins. Giordano. Blasts it towards the middle. Geekus pulls it around one. Delayed penalty right now. Geekus around Goldstein, then tied up by Riley. Still a delayed penalty right now as the T-Birds will finally get the touch up. 2 minutes to the power play for KPC. Be a 2 and a 10, so Priolo will go over to serve the penalty in the box as well. Goldstein will start off the PK on the draw. One by the Knights. They'll give it up high for DeFeo. Rolls it back across. Coyle down to the goal line. Back up on the wall. One more for DeFeo straight away. Defers off to the right side. Shot taken. Higgins save, rebound right in front of him. .18 seconds gone by on the power play. Game still at 0-0, just over half of this period remaining. Puck given over to Coyle at the far point. Slings it over. DeFeo shot above the crossbar. Landman couldn't control the rebound. Goldstein an opportunity to get there. Still alive for Coyle. Gives it down for his brother. Leaned on into the boards, and Goldstein will swoop in to swipe it away. Send it 200 feet. That'll kill off some more time, and a little trouble with the puck on the controlled breakout. DeFeo now pressured on the forecheck applied by the T-Birds. DeFeo leading the charge. Does get past the blue. Looks off to Geekus. Gets it to him. Geekus shot. Hit a stick. Rims around the boards. DeFeo keeps it in with the skate blade. Giordano getting an opportunity to clear, and he'll rifle it down. Goldstein, the first one on the forecheck this time, forces a quick pass out from Coyle. Rims around for DeFeo, going back to Michael Coyle. Little give and go action there. Now Michael with some room, trying to get around Riley. Has a long reach in the neutral zone. Coyle will enter in. Down for his brother. This is Jake Coyle. Has help at the near point if need be. 23 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Nothing, still the score. Half the period gone by, and Goldstein will start the rush. Instead, things better. Just wants to kill off some more time. 10 seconds left in the first period. Or excuse me, not in the first period, in the power play. Goldstein will kill it off all by himself. Back to 5-on-5 here at the North Ring. Shot from Goldstein, save made. Guarnieri closed up the 5-hole, and will be an O-zone draw now for Connetquot Sayville. Priolo. On the draw back to Rupert, holds it in the zone. Rebound given over to Waterman from Guarnieri. Spiked off the boards and out. Coyle couldn't get it on his tape. Still dumped in. Rupert with a little bit of space to work. Down for Costanzo. And now for Foy. Allows Coyle to take it. Jake Coyle glides wide, goes back towards the blue line. Pressured by Rupert, has to punch it down the boards. Twisted to the opposite side. Waterman, quick shot off the wall, almost had a man in front. Siskila would have been there for the tap-in, essentially. Higgins was beat over to the left post. Costanzo. Below his own goal line. Angled away from the puck by Mazey. Mazey does get the centering feed, but covered up by the glove now of Guarnieri. 5:56 remaining in the first period. KPC on average scoring 5.1 goals per game so far this year, 3.5 for the T-Birds. Connetquot Sayville giving up 7.9, KPC giving up 3.5. So statistical advantages for KPC. Already won 10 games so far this year. Keegan Riley had the puck go past him. Foy takes the long shot, goes through the blue paint. Higgins not even required to make a save, but he'll still knock it away. Comes back for Geekus. Theodolu on the check. Off for Waterman, down for Coyle, back to Geekus. Geekus whips it all the way down, should go for an icing, and will, as Riley was the first one back. O-zone draw coming up for the T-Birds. Nassau will take it from the right dot. Giordano lining up behind him, but it's won by Geekus. Waterman gets it onto his stick, throws it up the boards, and KPC finding some trouble to clear on the near wall. Waterman across the ice. Coyle dumps it in past Nasta. Landman going after it into the corner. Waterman with it here. Shot. Higgins made the save. Goldstein against Geekus on the right side of Higgins. Max gets the face off over to Giordano. T-Birds get the clear quickly. Haggerty on the right side. Quinlan Riley will take it up himself. Riley building some speed, looking to cut off. Gives it over to Goldstein, was trying for one more pass. DeFeo gets past the forecheck of Riley, builds some speed in the neutral zone across for Landman. Giordano hunts it down, punches it around the boards. Foyt and Giordano again with options, sauces it over to Goldstein, leading the rush ahead. Goldstein cuts up at the blue line, looks left, dances left. Goldstein on the backhand will throw it over towards the corner. Giordano gets it down below the goal line, poked away by Landman. Keegan Riley holding the zone for a second. Numbers for KPC. They'll turn it over. Goldstein to the slot. Goldstein, a shot deflected away by Geekus. Goes wide over to the left post. And it will go out of the zone now. No icing as the puck slowed up by enough. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first period. Goldstein with it again. Trying to build speed in the neutral zone. Long wrister acting as a dump in. Quinlan Riley at the far point, couldn't hold the zone. Rupert takes a hack at it. DeFeo around Goldstein, angled away by Rupert. Goldstein gets back into the play. They'll both lean on DeFeo. Coyle flies in for the loose puck. Coyle looking for the wrist shot, missed it. Over to the left with a huge screen in front of Higgins. Back for Coyle, twist the hip, shot, and almost a nice rebound for KPC, but Higgins controlled it just well enough. Priolu knocked off by Coyle. Puck still gets in deep. Numbers for the T-Birds down low. KPC navigate that traffic. Zipped across for DeFeo, dicing it up in the neutral zone. Open for the shot, missed it. Behind the net against Higgins. Costanzo for Coyle. Coyle in front for his brother, and it hopped over his stick. Here comes Goldstein into a 2-on-1. Max Goldstein on the right side, takes the shot, big rebound, shot missed. Priolo on the follow-up. Goldstein gets back into the play, but it's sent packing out of the zone. Golden opportunity for the T-Birds, almost converted on. Just over 2 to play. Taken off the wall by Coyle, comes in front, glove save by Higgins. Take a look at that one on the replay here on the LI Sports Network. Coyle in the left dot will take the draw. Trying to push it forward, pops free. SCHSHL gets it for an opportunity on the doorstep. T-Birds lock up on defense. Not out of the zone though. Waterman breaks it in. Poked away. T-Birds bash it off the wall and all the way down the ice. Guarnieri forced to cover it up with the glove, so the O-zone draw available for Connetquot Sayville. Will send the Goldstein line back out there. $1:40 to play. Giordano off the draw, his wrister partially blocked by SCHSHL. Puck up for grabs. Michael Coyle will retreat with it. Now starting up ice. Hits it onto the stick of Jake into the offensive end. Keegan Riley leaves it Giordano. Angled away by Jake Coyle. Riley gets it back for Giordano. Sent out to the neutral zone. Pass just off the left side of Goldstein's tape. Costanzo down Turns it over to Theodolu. Tries for a centering feed. Goes all the way through. Geekus gets it. Cuts away from Goldstein. Little give and go. Siskila gives it. Geekus in on net. Another shot save made by Higgins. Great goaltending for the T-Birds so far this game. 30 seconds remain. Goldstein with a stick lift from behind. Coyle breaks through it. Jake Coyle. Centering feed denied now by Goldstein. Steps around one. Starting to build steam. Goldstein cuts. Goldstein back to the forehand. Shot save made by Guarnieri. Face-off will come in the right dot. Just 14.8 remaining. Still enough time for the T-Birds to get one last try. Face-off, one backwards. DeFeo takes it. Hold by Rupert. Hits it off a couple of state blades. Haggerty jousts for it. Now Goldstein puts it around the boards with space. Keegan Riley has to get it off quick. Shot with a tip and a save made by Guarnieri with plenty of traffic in front. T-Birds did capitalize on the opportunity, but just didn't punch it through. Still looking good heading into the second period here on the LI Sports Network. Start of this second period here on the LI Sports Network. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Paul Trentini. Goldstein on the face-off, gets it over to Riley. Tripped up by Foy. And a penalty upcoming right away. The T-Birds will go to the power play, hooking the official. 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. Face-off taken by Goldstein. He ties up for the quick shot. Priolo got it on Guarnieri, who sparred it away, and it's now out of the zone. All the way back for Higgins. 10 seconds gone by in the 5-on-4. First power play of the day for Connetquot Sayville. They killed one off earlier. Goldstein was an important part of that, but falls to the back check of Landman. That'll take some more time away. Goldstein quickly reloading. Past the blue line, a shot. And Guarnieri looked uncomfortable on the save, but still had it nonetheless. Now 30 ticks away. KPC have had some very good shifts, but neither side have found that final touch. Goldstein will take another draw on the right side. Stumbles down, team holding it while he gets back up, and it's stripped away actually from Keegan Riley by DeFeo. leads the charge, trying for a shorthanded opportunity. Paddle save by Higgins. Now it's to Goldstein. Dips around DeFeo. Stick check from behind by Landman. Eats that up as well. Slides it back for Nasta. Little shoulder fake. Returning it to Goldstein at the goal line. Up top, Keegan Riley, a shot. Glove save instantly by Guarnieri, his best of the night. Giordano at the blue line, fumbled with it. His team now has to reset. Giving back over to Goldstein. Hits it to Nasta. Nasta walking it down the left side into two sticks, taken away by KPC. They'll punch it out of the zone. 30 seconds remain in the 5-on-4. Riley with it again, feeds Goldstein. Poked away by DeFeo onto the tape of Giordano. Giordano, he'll lead the attack. Now Goldstein. Backhand feed to Giordano, sets up for the shot, whistles across the front of the crease. 10 seconds remain, T-Birds set up well. Keegan Riley on the backhand, trying to stuff it towards the front, spiked away by DeFeo. Now it's Quinlan. Loops it around. Goldstein back to 5-on-5. Goldstein centering feed. Taken by DeFeo, and he'll block that shot as well. Nasta activating off the wall, switching spots. He's at the goal line. Nasta, bank pass around. The Riley brothers will chase forward, hold it in the zone. Switching spots, now it's Quinlan, long shot. Giordano again got it in the glove. Would have thought this game would have been higher scoring, considering the identity of both of these squads. But the goalies playing well so far today, both Higgins and Guarnieri. Rupert pushes it around. Michael Coyle in the corner. Side steps one check. Back over for Waterman, lifts it ahead on the backhands. Traffic at the far wall. Coyle trying to do it again. This time he falls down. Turnover, Priolo, middle opportunity. Bottled up though. Great defensive play from KPC provided by Sattler. Leads to a rush. Coyle, a shot missed over to the left side. Spins around and Waterman will hold the zone now. Waterman knifed out. Back for Michael Coyle. Has Sattler as the option. Instead looks ahead for his brother just underneath his stick. 11:37 to play in the second period. Best opportunity for the T-Birds. Have the power play as well, some chances there. Overall, a better start to this second than KPC. Now into a 2-on-1 rush. Mazzy hunting down the puck, goes to the goal line, needs to turn around, find a centering feed, and it's out. Potential penalty upcoming, and it will be on KPC. 11:08 is the mark, and the T-Birds will go back to a 5-on-4. Rupert trying to kick out his left skate to hold the puck in. Goes down anyways for Higgins. Gives it off Giordano on the controlled breakout. Jake Coyle might take it away down low. It's caught up on the kick plate. Giordano with it again. Needs some assistance. Goldstein will provide it. Max knocking it to Giordano. Pokes it forward on the wall. Nasta with it now. He'll angle away. Nasta now building speed. on the left side. He'll break it through. Nasta might try to cut in front of the net. Fade it. Back door to the high slot now. Giordano is shot. It's just up high. Goldstein at the goal line. Pushes it up the wall. It's eaten away by Coyle. Lackadaisical skate for Jake, just trying to drain off this power play clock. Good opportunity. Follow-up feed goes through the blue paint. Goldstein will take it. Goldstein, oh, great poke check from DeFeo. Shuts down that rush opportunity. Even numbers past the blue line. Save made by Guarnieri. Rimmed around the boards. Giordano has a hard time fielding it, and now it's cleared out of the zone. Nasta has to touch up with Riley on the right side. DeFeo will take his time. Nasta sent to no one in particular. That's a turnover, and KPC will happily take it. Rifled down the ice with 30 seconds remaining in the 5-on-4. Giordano has to go to it quickly. Turned it over. DeFeo walks it off the wall, trying to get past Goldstein. And he'll skate all the way back to his own zone. DeFeo finally at his goal line, and T-Birds almost caught with too many men on the ice right there. That would have been a heartbreaker to give up a penalty after being snuffed out on your own. Long shot. Higgins watched it go off to his right side. Nasta onto the board as we're back to 5-on-5 here at the rinks. Slow game so far from either side. DeFeo trying to change that. A little bit of room afforded. Cuts it middle. DeFeo in front of the net. He scores! Seal broken by DeFeo. 1-0 Knights. Mazzi was looking over for Priolo. Geekus bringing it in, making a couple fall. Centering feed comes over. Coyle, a slap shot blocked in front. Mazzi got his wood on it. 8:20 to play in the second period. Now a 1-0 game. Thank you, Matthew DeFeo, if you're a Knights fan. Back out to center ice. Landman with plenty of time. Goes across for the captain. T-Birds just being kept away from the puck right now. Excellent movement for KPC. Brought in. Riley beaten, and a save required up top from Higgins. Puck will clear the zone, and Waterman races back for it. Priolo F1 on the forecheck. Off the wall, almost held alive. Priolo. Now Foy sends it all the way down, and for an icing. .7:30 remaining here in the second period. We're exactly halfway through the game. Where you see a pause like that. Goldstein in for the O-zone draw. Riley on his left side. Those two have been a great 1-2 punch. Goldstein on the backhand opportunity. Put it off to the left of the post. Back up top. Giordano looking for a tip. Rebound goes over Riley. Fanned on the shot. DeFeo with an opportunity to sweep it up. Now DeFeo will go forward. DeFeo, right side. His shot. Stopped by Giordano. Dips it down low. Centering feed taken away by Riley. Lost it in his skates. DeFeo twists it around. Centering feed now taken away by Goldstein. Drives around that check. He'll start to skate forward. Dicing it up in the neutral zone. Goldstein on his forehand. Couldn't get past DeFeo. Angled the puck over towards the perimeter. Held there for now as the T-Birds make a change behind. Is forced out of the zone. Rupert with no one near him. Coyle in front of him trying to block off the passing lanes. Coyle will drag it around Goldstein. Now past the blue line for himself. Coyle almost cut that middle. Pressed into the boards by Riley. Sent on net. Higgins made the save. Blasted off the wall. Now another long shot. Higgins. Parry the rebound down low. Riley gets it. Looking for his options. Handoff over to Goldstein. Coyle instantly on him. Max Goldstein starting to fly forward. Another penalty upcoming on the T-Birds, but Goldstein wants it now. Gliding past the blue line, his shot snapped off his stick and into the protective netting. Third power play for the T-Birds. Chasing a 1-0 game right now here on the LI Sports Network. Cross check will be the call. Looks like Jake Coyle will go to the box. Face-off won by KPC. And they'll send the puck back and down the ice. 5:50 to play in the second period. 10 seconds gone in the 5-on-4. T-Birds looking for the response. Mazzy gives it ahead, and the puck turned over to Coyle. Twists around the check, trying to beat a second. Coyle now into the neutral zone. Going past the blue line, has a man trailing behind him. He'll fade off wide to the right. Coyle still holding on to it, looking for his options as he takes a full lap around the rink, and he'll retreat all the way back to his zone. 40 seconds gone by in the 5-on-4. Coyle still holding on to it. Finally separates himself from the puck. Keegan Riley to Nasta. Drives in. Nasta looking for the centering feed. Blocked off by Coyle. Puck now down low. Nasta still with it. Inverts it to the slot. Gives it off to the blue line. Long shot fanned on by Rupert. Opportunity to be cleared. And it's who else? Michael Coyle with it again. Gassed on this shift, though. He'll turn it over right away. Paw trying to hold the zone. Rupert against him. Stick lifted. Back for KPC. A shot snapped above the crossbar. 35 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Nasta over to Goldstein. 30 seconds remaining. Goldstein will take his time. Trying to find some room. Goldstein guides it around one check. Goldstein now putting on the Jets. Goldstein trying to cut in front. Got tied up from behind. Penalty called. T-Birds will have a very short 5-on-3 advantage. 17 seconds to be exact. Goldstein will take the draw to his left side. Instantly steered on net. DeFeo trying to knock it down. Puts it to the blue line. Goldstein held it in. Now an opportunity. Rupert loading up the wrister. Had a man in front of him. Puck free, and DeFeo will successfully get it out. Here comes Matt DeFeo into the middle. DeFeo looking for the short-handed try. Missed on the shot. 5-on-3 kill. Now it's back to a power play. KPC have been tested time and time again here on the special teams. Perfect so far. Costanzo with another opportunity at the red line. Landman could pinch it. Instead, he'll throw it back to center ice. DeFeo looking for an option. Touch with a high stick, and that's unfortunate right there for the T-Birds. So they're going to have to go for a defensive zone draw now. Keegan Riley will be subbed off as the last man. Reminder, Varsity Finals, Game 3 on after this. KPC and Connetquot Sayville locked in a close game right now, 1-0 the difference. Matthew DeFeo with the only goal. Nasa going skate to stick. Behind him, Coyle turns around the checks. Nasa still holding on to it, caught up at the neutral zone. Somehow gets through all of it. Puck cleared out by KPC. They continue to be excellent. Giordano been out for a little bit as he got rocked on a hit down low. Gives it over Rupert across Nasta. Drives around DeFeo. Past the blue line. Costanza had it on the backhand. Gets it into open territory. DeFeo finds it there. Shimmies past the check and given over by to KPC rather. 5 more seconds in the power play. The Knights once again killing it off. Cross-ice pass. Keegan Riley forces it through. Giordano trying to hold the zone. Jake Coyle shimmies off to his left side, gets it past the blue line. Goldstein on the back check, separates the puck down to the goal. Goldstein will start the charge himself. Here's Max Goldstein, 3-on-3. Takes across the blue line, cuts wide. Goldstein trying to find room up top. Poked away, and it's over for Michael Coyle. Swirls it around the boards. No one on the near point right now. And it goes all the way down for an icing. Lots of speed from the clear. Minute 20 to play in the second period. Goldstein touched it offside, so we'll take another draw. Be a center ice draw for Goldstein. Geekus across from him. KPC take it back into their own zone. Goldstein flies in for the puck. Goldstein breaks past one. Gains the blue line. Trying to go to the inside. Angled away by Waterman. Goes right back to him. Now his stick lifted, tries to go hard onto it. Pitches it over to the corner on the backhand. Geek is just shadowing Goldstein right now. Max, the hit down low on Michael Coyle. Skated off the wall, quick shot blocked by KPC. Goldstein will retreat to center ice. 30 seconds left in the second period. Max Goldstein on the reload now. Went down the throat, gives it up top. Giordano, plenty of room. Moving in for the shot in a tip off a shin pad. Karam's away for KPC. Trying to kill off the rest of this period. 13 seconds left. Giordano, 7 seconds left. He gains the blue. Giordano separated from the puck. And that'll kill it on the second period clock. KPC score the first of the game in the middle 15, up 1-0 heading into the third. 15 minutes remain between the T-Birds and the Knights. Quinlan Riley trying to be the difference maker right now. Almost got past Costanzo. Puck taken by Costanzo. Skella gets it out of the zone. 40 seconds gone by in the period. Opportunity upcoming off the post. Back to the blue line. The Knights will have to reset. Costanzo whips it forward. Sattler looking across the blue. No one in particular. Now DeFeo comes in. DeFeo, he scored the only goal, looking for a second. Hit it off the outside. Rebound sits free. Good pressure from KPC. Coyle to the slot. Shot saved down low by Higgins. Sent out, and now Coyle will get his team to reset. Angling off to the right side, just barely off. Max Goldstein, stick lift from behind. He'll start to wheel. Goldstein cutting off to the middle. Takes a slash from Geekus. No call there from the referees. Minute 30 through. Landman feathering it down low. Goldstein there with Keegan Riley. Goldstein starting to fly. Cuts past Geekus. Goldstein across the blue line as well. Team on sides with him. Takes a long shot, and once again into the glove of Guarnieri. Rupert at the blue. Wrister towards the net. Deflected almost on target. Two gone down. T-Birds still need to find some offense. Keegan Riley holds the zone, then poked away by Michael Coyle. Coyle dumps in. Around the boards, Geekus takes a bump. Trying to continue the play, but it's back for Connetquot. Sayville, a big hit. Leveling Rupert to the ice. Something a little extra from Geekus after the play as well, and it looks like we're going to get two here. So Geekus will go off, will stay 5-on-5. Four-on-four might have actually benefited the T-Birds to give them a little bit extra space. Goldstein winning the draw forward, quickly past the blue line, angled away by Michael DeFeo. Those two will battle into the corner. DeFeo trying to chip the puck forward, will stay right in front of him. Jake trying to help him out, gets it over to Waterman. Pitched on the backhand, not past Priolo. T-Birds got to get it off the wall. They got to get it on the net. Somehow find Goldstein with some space, but he's been shadowed the entire game. 3-on-2, and Goldstein does break it away. Has Rupert at the near point. Instead, he'll sauce it off. NASA, room, left circle. Curls around, Coyle still in front of him. Trying to whip it across the ice. Rupert to hold the zone. Banks it back down low. Waterman touches up first. Ripped it around, and now Coyle will get it out. 11:50 to play here in the third period. Rupert to Costanzo. Trying to return it. Rupert dicing it up. Long shot save made by Guarnieri. Quinlan Riley quickly forward on the draw, denied on the point-blank shot. Sent around Siskella, couldn't clear past Rupert. Tried to play a pass towards the slot. DeFeo's stick got in front of him. Now it's for Coyle. He'll curl into his own zone. Coyle still with it. Has DeFeo across the blue line, offsides. Good eye from the referees. DeFeo was just a hair ahead. Riley. Cross the ring, Costanzo to Sattler. Looking towards the middle, turned it over to the T-Birds. Puck caroms over toward the Connetquot Sayville bench before getting dumped in. 4 minutes gone by now in the third period. DeFeo at the near point, looking for the pass across, almost set up a one-timer for Sattler. He gets shouldered into the perimeter and the puck out of the zone. Still the only goal scorer, Matthew DeFeo. Quinlan Riley in on sides. Off to the slot for a shot, dribbles down below. Coyle picks it up there, looking to squirt through the traffic. Taking off his stick. Mozzie, a good centering feed on the backhand. Comes loose for KPC. They get it out of the zone. Riley couldn't touch it there, or else he would have been offsides. Worked in on the far ends. KPC will send it right back. Killing the clock is their main priority. It'd be a shutout for Guarnieri if he continues to have the form that he's displayed so far. Landman taking a hack from Rupert, trying to hit it behind him. Waterman was there to help him out, but ultimately the T-Birds, they had a clearing opportunity, but Gigas with it now sent the shot high above the crossbar. Goldstein, two men in front of him, dips past one. Landman on the back check forces Goldstein to retreat towards the center line. Goldstein passing it away. They look to dump it in. Gigas gets it onto his forehand, twists it behind him. Michael Coyle chopping it up. Will be tipped on the dump in. Gikas walks right, walks through. Gikas, long shot. Landman on the follow-up. Third opportunity, and it was spiked away by Nasta. Good goal line defense there. Askia feathered it ahead. Goldstein charging with the right shoulder. Again retreats towards the red line, looking to get his team sorted out. Goldstein now drives the play forward. Down the slot, Goldstein cutting towards the middle, bodied away by the Coyle brothers. Fired off the glass and out of the zone. And we'll go down for an icing. T-Birds with an opportunity to go back to the offensive end. Quinlan Riley against Coyle. Ozone draw needed for the T-Birds. Landman trying to prevent it from happening. Under 9 to play. Keegan Riley puts it back down low. Costanzo the first one there for it. Sends it down the ice to the red line with Nasta. Trying to re-enter on Coyle. Stood up at the blue line. Swiped in. DeFeo. Ahead Landman. Twisted around. Landman turned over. Riley a shot point blank. Parried away into the end boards. A turnaround feed. That's not going to go either, and Guarnieri continues to play fantastic hockey. Nasta looking for an ounce of room. Pulls it around one. Nasta dumping it to the corner. Coyle there. Nasta quickly returning for the puck. Knocks it up. Keegan Riley towards the net, and once again Coyle has it. This time he'll skate it out himself. Racing forward 1-on-3. DeFeo on his left hip. penetrated down low. Foy rimmed it around to a Venkit near point. Costanza will have to go on a skate for it. Half of this third period gone by here on the LI Sports Network. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Paul Trentini. DeFeo, the difference maker. He has the only goal in the game. DeFeo trying to cut net front. Was just barely tied up. No penalty on the play, so we'll stay at 5-on-5. KPC holding on by a nice edge, but here comes Goldstein. In on the backhand. What a save by Guarnieri. Keeping his team in the advantage and robbing one of the best here in the JV division. Keegan Riley fans in the shot. Another follow-up. Pokes wide just off to the right. Centering feed. Goes all the way to the blue line. T-Birds buzzing. A shot blocked. Goldstein gets back to it. And unfortunately for him, no one at the far point to hold it. DeFeo. 1-on-2. DeFeo down low. Higgins, another save. Shot ahead to the blue line. Silky mitts, Mazzy has Goldstein as the trailer. Hits him. Goldstein, wrister save, Guarnieri. Goldstein will take the right circle draw. Rupert and Giordano, the defenseman behind him. Goes to Giordano. Punches it around the boards. Goldstein, the first one there for it. Takes a shoulder check from Coyle. Puck comes to the center. Just in front of Goldstein. Rupert trying to hold it. Gave it over. Goldstein with an opportunity. He'll take control back to center ice. Landman stepping in front of him. Goldstein looking for an option. In past the blue line. Whipped across the ice. Coyle against Rupert in a race, and Coyle will win it out. Back to the defensive blue line for Giordano on the reset. 5:40 to play in the third. Geekus takes it off the wall. Fanned on the shot. Ends up down low. Rupert back with it. Looking for the stretch pass. And it was flagged at center ice. Not going to get to Goldstein. Coyle enters in. Coyle down the slot looking for the forehand shot. Around for Waterman. Returns it down the wall. Geekus back to Waterman. He'll spin it to the cycle now. Theodolu, the first one there for the T-Birds. Sends it on the backhand. Geekus got there. Rupert caught it up in his skate plates into a joust. Geekus swerved it past Max Goldstein, but the T-Birds recollect. 3-on-3. Past the red line. Brought in. Waterman, a good stick check. Can't clear the zone. The follow-up is there. More opportunities. And now taken away. Goldstein hard on the back check. Trying to get over to Waterman. Getting past Giordano. A shot whistles off to the left side. DeFeo picks it there. Looks for the man out in front. Scramble in front of Higgins. Makes two saves with the left leg. Third opportunity. Trying to snuff the play out. It's somehow still alive. DeFeo with Waterman at the blue line. Couldn't get it to him. Goldstein into a race, but Waterman had the better angle. T-Birds still hunting for their opportunity to make this a 1-1 game. Higgins has played fantastic, but here come the Knights. With numbers if they get down low quickly. Coyle spinning out wide, cuts up at the goal line, hits it to the high slot. Opportunity, Sattler a shot. Higgins got it into the glove. 4:05 to play in a 1-0 game. Nasta, he's flying across the blue. Nasta to the middle for the shot, and another save made. Riley into the right dot. Not a lot of time left for his team. Trying to win the face-off forward. DeFeo twists it around, sends it towards the blue line. Still in the zone for now. Costanza trying to change that and gives it back to Nasta. Pressure from Jake Coyle, giving Nasta a hard time. Trying to wiggle it ahead, turned it over on the wall. Opportunity, forcing Higgins to another blocker save. 3:20 left, and it looks like the T-Birds are running out of gas. Sent ahead, Quinlan Riley pokes it past the blue line, angling towards the puck. Both Coyle brothers there to meet him. Quinlan Riley twirls, sends it across. Mazzy broke his stick on the opportunity. Over to Coyle. He'll exit out. Coyle to a one-on-one now. Has a couple of teammates trailing on the play. Coyle goes wide. Has a man in the middle. He'll take the shot himself. Now the T-Birds get up going. Quinlan Riley on Michael Coyle. Eats that check. Turned it over. Back out of the zone. 2:40 to play in the third. Sattler shimmies past the blue, dumps it in. KPC, they're looking up at that clock. They know they're so close. Just 2 minutes and 30 more seconds. One goal's all they need if they can hold this man off the board. Goldstein, long shot above the crossbar. Hits off the end board. Return for another feed. Keegan Riley gets it, taps it at net. DeFeo blocked it up. Sent back over to Keegan Riley. Goes to Michael Coyle. Twists it down low. Coyle off the glass, around the board. Should be held alive. Shot does go towards net, well wide off to the right. Matthew DeFeo weaves past one. Goldstein on the back check. Separates him from the puck. Goldstein returning to the offensive end. Tried to cut up and was poked away. Goes down for an icing with 1:42 remaining. Timeout called by the T-Birds. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. T-Birds with a $1:48 to try to change their fate against KPC. Still only one goal to speak of. Back in the second period, scored unassisted by Matthew DeFeo. Giordano will take it. Net empty on the other side now. Wrist shot from the slot, blocked off to the far end. Coyle trying to get it out of the zone. Nasta held it alive. Right back to Michael Coyle. Goes across the sheet for DeFeo. He has room. Shooting at the empty net. Misses just off to the left. The net will stay empty. Offensive zone draw upcoming. Goldstein will take it from the right dot. Talks with Giordano real quick. Puck drop. Goldstein won it. Mission accomplished to Giordano. Sends it across the blue line. Nasta a wrist shot. Rebound in front. No one got it. Opportunity. Giordano couldn't hold the zone. Back for Coyle. Hits the pass ahead to Landman. Went off his skate blade all the way down to the goal line. Nasta with it again. Plays it to the open space. Maisie needs to find a pass. He'll walk it up to the goal line. Opportunity to dump in. Brought ahead. Coyle looking for a hit. He whiffed, but it's off for DeFeo. Looking for another shot down this sheet. That's going to sail wide over the left side this time. 48 seconds remain. Timeout called now by KPC. Back on the LI Sports Network. 48 seconds remain. Empty net for the T-Birds on the left side of your screen. They need one goal to knot this game up and force it to overtime. Goldstein will take the draw from the left circle this time. He won the last one. Set up a shot for Giordano. It didn't get through. Right back this time. Nasta couldn't hold it in. Another reset forced by KPC. Giordano will twist it along the boards. His team already getting up on the forecheck. DeFeo down the ring. Bullseye! Two nothing now for KPC, and that'll ice out the game. Geekis winning the face-off forward, down the slot, trying to dance through a pair. Nasta pried it off his stick over to Haggerty and knocked up and out of the zone. 20 seconds remaining here in the third period. Nasta brings it ahead. Forced off wide, gets to the goal line, sent it in front, taken away by Landman. Riley in front of him, and he'll send it out of the zone. A fantastic game for KPC defensively. Pitching a full shutout. And the credit has to go mainly to Chris Guarnieri. 2-0 the final score. Knights win it against the T-Birds here on the LI Sports Network. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kevin Broderick, joined on camera by Paul Trentini. We'll be right back for Game 3 of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League Varsity Finals.
No. Get those lights off. Get those lights off.
Okay, boys?